Well, hello, Folk and Flick, my imaginary friends, and my friend. You know who you are. I was musing, thinking, pondering, reckoning recently about all the crazy things that are going on in the world, as I normally do when I'm reading and posting and reading, posting, swiping. I was thinking about, in particular, these feedback loops that exist in the complex system also known as the climate, and how scientists across the globe who are experts in various domains relating directly to climate science, clouds and oceans, and heat systems and whatnots, forests and trees, bleached coral reefs. Well, anyway, these people, these scientists, these human beings who have spent a lifetime, decades, doing work, scientific work in their fields, have noticed that due to the heat increase, due to human activity, believe it or not, these feedback loops are starting to happen. Feedbacks. Now, I'm not going to go into that because I post all kinds of good information about the climate along with the mainstream media shit show info at Globe Hackers Facebook page. And once in a while, and maybe more often, I'll leave a blog post at globehackers.com. But anyway, yeah, the climate change thing. Anyhow, let's put that aside for now because it's complex and much has been written. And just go to this idea that there's nothing you can do because you've given up your agency, your ability to educate yourself, and your free will, and given it over to the culture wars or the memetic wars or the information wars or whatever. And all you can do is get emotional or protect your way of thinking because any idea that things might not fit with your worldview are just too horrific to imagine, and you wouldn't spend an ounce of caloric energy thinking things through because it might change your outlook, and that must not happen. The old cognitive dissonance thing. So you've said to yourself and others, you know, there's really nothing I can do, and I don't understand it anyway. Which is understandable because people are generally intellectually lazy and only learn when they have to. You remember your school days, your incentives? Maybe some of you had financial incentives while some of you got hit over the hand with a switch. At any rate, there's nothing to be done, nothing you can do. This is the idea. Which is sad, actually, because it means you've given up and you lack imagination. And you can't imagine a world where these problems don't occur, whatever they may be. And the climate thing is complex, obviously, like I said. But unfortunately, my friends, if you choose inaction by not choosing at all because you're just caught up in the shit show, you're still doing things. You know, people say something, you get angry, you react, you do something. They tell you you might want an electric car, you go out and you buy 2 Ford F-250 King Cab jobbers just to spite them. A pipeline gets shut down and you get all outraged and pissed off that the left-wing Marxist Native Americans are trying to destroy American culture or whatnot. Let's just stick with this one thing. There is nothing you can do, so you do nothing. but you're still doing something. And when the sea level rises, and when the water tables in the Midwestern United States or the California Valley go down so far that you can't dig a well anymore, and when it gets so hot you can't grow corn at scale to feed the cheeseburgers, you're gonna do something. You might become a refugee. You might have to go to another town where those armed and dangerous militias don't want you in their town. You might lose a job, lose a farm. You might lose a relative to some crazy pandemic that was exacerbated by a heating globe. And you'll have to do something about it. Maybe you're doing something already. Maybe you're prepping, or maybe you have $1 million and you bought a savvy apartment in one of those nuclear missile silos with the fake video windows, high definition, 8K screens, beautiful gyms, beautiful dining halls, medical centers and whatnot, just in case of the nuclear problem. Because now we're building low-yield nuclear weapons, because, don't you know, if you're going to drop a bunker buster on something somewhere outside of the United States and kill innocent people, you might as well drop a low-yield nuke, because you know where that leads. Armageddon? Is that what you want? Anyway, you're doing something all the time. You wake up in the morning and you start doing things. The culture wars buffet you about, all the changing winds and opinions, and they're happening faster now than they used to, which is troublesome, bothersome, annoying, pisses you off. But you're still doing things. Every day you got to do things. Something's making you do something. Something's making you do something you don't want to do. Well, how about getting curious, educating yourself, learning about these things a little bit, and then thinking about it carefully and slowly and deciding on a plan of action with you and yours in your communities. Decide what you want to do when the music stops. Where will you be? What will you be doing? How will you feel? Will you feel love and curiosity and excitement for the future? Will you feel dread, fear, and hatred? You have to do something. Are you going to decide what it is you're going to do? Or are you going to let this shit show decide for you? Think about that. And have a wonderful day. Go out and do something positive. Make a difference. Have fun. Whatever platitude you want me to say, well, whatever, I'll say it. Just do it. Yeah, it'll be co-opted by the market, but at least you'll have decided you had something you could do and you did it. Thanks a lot, folks. Bulliam T, out.